The latest Lane and Metcalf win featured actor Tony Awards file. In this June 7, 2015 file photo, the cast of Jersey Boys performs at the 69th Annual Tony Awards at Radio City Music Hall in New York. The Tony Awards kick off on Sunday, June 10, 2018 with a pair of first-time hosts, no clear juggernaut like Hamilton to watch but a likely tune and assist by Bruce Springsteen. Josh Groban and Sarah Bareilles face their biggest audience yet in a careful political balancing act when they co-host the CBS telecast from the massive 6,000-seat Radio City Music Hall. Photo by Charles Sykes, Envision, AP, File, New York, AP, the latest on the Tony Awards, all times local, 9 p.m. Nathan Lane has won the Tony Award for Best Featured Actor in a Play for his role in Angels in America. Laurie Metcalf won Best Featured Actress in a Play earlier Sunday for her role in Edward Albee's Three Tall Women. It is Metcalf's second Tony win. She won Best Actress last year for A Doll's House, Part 2. Lane's win is the second of the evening for an Angels in America actor. Andrew Garfield won for Best Leading Actor earlier in the evening, ____8:10 p.m. Andrew Garfield has won the Tony Award for Best Leading Actor in a Play for his work in Angels in America, Tony Kushner's monumental drama about life and love during the 1980s. Garfield plays a young gay man living with AIDS in the sprawling, 7-hour revival opposite Nathan Lane. He previously was nominated for a featured role in Death of a Salesman, opposite Philip Seymour Hoffman. Garfield has been nominated for an Oscar for his work in Hacksaw Ridge. His other film work includes The Social Network in 2010 and the 2012 superhero film, The Amazing Spider-Man, and its 2014 sequel. He beat out Tom Hollander, Jamie Parker, Mark Rylance and Denzel Washington, ____8:05 p.m. Tony Award co-hosts Josh Groban and Sarah Bareilles have gotten the show started with a self-parodying duet on piano for all the losers out there, including them. Neither Bareilles nor Groban have won a Grammy or a Tony despite selling millions of albums and appearing on Broadway in hit shows. They turned that into a playful song. Let's not forget that 90% of us leave empty-handed tonight. So this is for the people who lose. Most of us have been in your shoes, they sang in the upbeat opening number. This one's for the loser inside of you. The co-hosts then noted that such noted shows like Hair and Into the Woods didn't win the Best Musical prize. Nor did Waitress, the show Bareilles wrote music for. At the end of the song, the pair were joined by over a dozen members of the ensemble from each this year's nominated musicals, ____7:55 p.m. Condola Rashad has a special reason to celebrate on the Tony Award red carpet Sunday. She also just closed her show, St. Joan. The actress says she has a lot of emotions today. She likened it to the last day of school mixed with prom and graduation at the same time. She says, "It's a celebration." The daughter of Felicia Rashad and sportscaster Ahmad Rashad earned a Best Actress in a Play nomination for playing Joan of Arc in the play by George Bernard Shaw, which ended its run with Sunday's matinee. Her dad and sisters were her dates to the Tonys. She says, "It's been a really great opportunity for us to come together." Rashad also earned a 2012 Tony nomination for Stick Fly, and plays a district attorney on the Showtime series, Billions, ____7:45 p.m. Broadway SpongeBob, Ethan Slater, has walked the red carpet with a ribbon supporting the American Civil Liberties Union pinned to one lapel. He says the organization is incredibly important to our country when it comes to guarding civil liberties. He called his show aligned with the values of the ACLU. How exactly? Well, in terms of diversity, for one. The SpongeBob SquarePants musical includes Sandy the Squirrel, a scapegoat for Bikini Bottom's problems who is targeted for banishment. Slater calls the storyline really relevant to the Muslim ban in the United States and the way he says that Muslim Americans have been treated, ____7:25 p.m. Composer Andrew Lloyd Webber has no problem with nerves as he heads into the Tony Awards. His accolade to come once inside is all sewn up as an honorary tribute. The musical theater legend says the feeling is wonderful, I don't have to worry about it. He says all he has to do is just go and get it. Webber says this season on Broadway is exciting, in particular amid musicals with many fine new writers. He also praised the night's co-host, Sarah Bareilles, for her work in the recently televised rock opera he co-created back in 1970, Jesus Christ Superstar. Webber describes Bareilles as an extraordinary actress, especially through music. ____6:50 p.m. Andrew Garfield says the social message of Angels in America is a huge part of why he agreed to star as Prior Walter. The nominee says on the Tony red carpet that he doesn't want to tell a story unless it has the potential to change people. The British actor says the 8-hour play is as relevant today as it was 25 years ago, when Tony Kushner first staged it and won a Pulitzer Prize for his trouble. Garfield says theater must be political and mirror the times we're in. Otherwise, he says, we're wasting everyone's time, ____6:20 p.m. Josh Groban is promising a really fun Tony Awards. Says the first-time co-host, I feel really excited about the show we have ready for everybody tonight. He says it's been a fun season and he called co-host Sarah Bareilles brilliant. He says the chance to collaborate and bounce ideas off her has been nothing less than a dream come true. He adds, we're just going to go out and be ourselves. Groban promises the show will be a combination of slick and two musical theater geeks being total weirdos. For her part, Bareilles says she just wants to stay present. She added that her job is to make sure everyone else is having a good time, saying, that's the goal, people-pleasing, ____6:10 p.m. Cynthia Erivo and Brian Tyree Henry say the theater is a perfect place to deal with social issues. Says Henry, who is nominated for his work in Lobby Hero, it's happening right in front of your face. He adds that something about the stage encourages tough issues to be worked on by strangers. He says the cast and audience of a show go on a ride together and hopefully it creates a platform for discussion. Erivo, winner of the Best Actress in a Musical award for her work in The Color Purple in 2016, agreed, people can see themselves live. She says theater gives people a chance to express themselves freely. John Leguizamo adds there are no gatekeepers in theater, which allows many points of view to emerge, ____5:45 p.m. Frozen songwriters Robert Lopez and his wife, Kristen Anderson Lopez, walked the red carpet at the Tony Awards on Sunday for the first time as equal nominees. Robert Lopez co-conceived and co-wrote the smash hit musicals, Avenue Q, and The Book of Mormon, both earning him Tony Awards. Frozen marks Kristen Anderson Lopez's first nomination. I'm so proud of her, her husband said. She's been here before as my +1. His advice to her was, enjoy this thing. It might be scary, but he calls it like a prom. Anderson Lopez acknowledged she was going to be nervous for the cast of Frozen, and suspected that she would share their butterflies. Joked her husband, she'll be mouthing every word along with them, ____2:45 p.m. The Tony Awards dress rehearsal, normally with few actual stars in attendance, got a shock of A-listers this year, including Tina Fey, Kelly O'Hara, Andrew Lloyd Webber, John Leguizamo, Tituss Burgess, and Bruce Springsteen. The 4-hour rehearsal at Radio City Music Hall allows producers to go through the show from start to finish before the Sunday telecast. Usually, stand-ins are used for Hollywood presenters who prefer to hit the snooze button. But the audience this time cheered loudly when Patti LuPone, Uzo Aduba, Ming-Na Wen, Melissa Benoist, Tatiana Maslany, Christopher Jackson, James Monroe Iglehart and Rachel Brosnahan showed up in the flesh. The highlight was Springsteen, who walked on stage in a t-shirt and jeans, performed one song on the piano from his sold-out one-man show and departed to a standing ovation. ____12:15 a.m. The Tony Awards kick off on Sunday night with a pair of first-time hosts, no clear juggernaut like Hamilton, to cheer for, but a likely assist by Bruce Springsteen. Josh Groban and Sarah Bareilles face their biggest audience yet in a careful political balancing act when they co-host the CBS telecast from the massive 6,000-seat Radio City Music Hall. Getting buzz from appearing on the telecast can dictate a show's future, both on Broadway and on tour. Broadway producers will be thankful this year that the telecast won't compete with any NBA Finals or Stanley Cup playoff games. Copyright 2018 The Associated Press. All rights reserved. This material may not be published, broadcast, written or redistributed. Advertiser content.